Hey everybody, welcome back to my Eurovision React Review channel. So the purpose of this video is just to go through the top 15 songs, the songs that I cannot stop listening to, the songs for me leading up to the rehearsals of my personal favourites, the ones that I listen to on repeat. Like all 15 of these songs are, it's not even like I struggled, like as in if I could have had like 24, 25 in my top 15, then that would have made my life so much more easier. So I hadn't necessarily planned to do this video, and I've explained in previous videos potentially what those reasons might be behind that. And I was really fortunate to be asked to do Ultimate Eurovision, which is this Friday, which is an initiative by ESC Silva, Amma the Balkan Guy, and Nush. And so they asked, I was a jury member last year, and they asked me to be a jury member, the honour of being a jury member this year. And so all they needed was my top 10 and a small video announcing my 12. And I sent them thinking, job's done, I'll just give them my top 10. And then Amma was like, actually Shane, like a couple of days later, you need to redo it because 2 of your top 10 didn't get through the semi-finals. And I was like, oh man. So what sort of chicken shit gig is that? That doesn't have 2 of my favourites already in the final. But no, nonetheless, it is what it is. The people have spoken. So as a result, I was like, nah, I can't have that. Like, I think if you're a follower and subscriber to my channel, I think with the amount of things that I've said leading up to this, I think you pretty much guess, I would say 6 or 7 of my top 10. Because I have been like saying them, I haven't kept them quiet. But I haven't obviously got a video on my channel just to kind of make it succinct with all of them together. And like I said, 2 of my top 10 I'm not even able to say this Friday as a jury member because they're out of here. So I was like, nah, screw it, those 2 songs, they need that recognition, they need recognition. Those 2 songs need some recognition going into Eurovision. So I thought, oh, I'll do a top 15 video. So yeah, I'll just go through my top 15, and it's not even like I'm going to give some rationale behind each one because it's just personal taste, right? Personal taste is subjective. I do love YouTubers who are able to rank songs objectively, whether it's through, I don't know, production, staging, music video, vocals. I'm just like, I like it. When it comes on, it makes me happy. So yeah, so as a result, this really doesn't mean anything. It's just the songs that I jive with this year. And for me and my musical taste, 2024 is super, super, super strong. It's already one of my favorite years of all time based on the songs that we have. So let's go through them. I created the list earlier. Did you create the list earlier? Yeah, I did. Oh, 15th place. There are 2 countries that I, like, the last 10 minutes, I've just been like, that one, that one, that one. So I'm going to be Miss World and cop out and say both of them. So in joint 15th place, I've got Ireland, Bambi Thug, and Armenia. Now, you would think, based on my music taste, and if you're a follower, subscribe to my channel, that Bambi Thug and Bambi Thug's song wouldn't really be my thing. But there is something about, so it was 3rd in the Irish national final, right? And when they won, for more than the song necessarily, I was super happy about the win. It was good for Ireland, for them to send something different. And it was good for Ireland to send someone like Bambi Thug with the message that they advocate for and live and breathe. So I was super happy that it won, and as a result, didn't listen to it loads. Now, I don't know whether this is Chris. Chris, who is a MOD on the Discord group, has his own Eurovision channel, who absolutely will write a dissertation, a PhD on this song. I think I've listened to that man way too many times because now I'm listening to it thinking it's a musical masterpiece. Like, every single sequence of this song, I'm just like, whilst initially, on initial listen, I was like, this is jarring. This doesn't go together. This is like, oh, it makes you kind of sit up and focus and, raise yourself to attention. But no, Chris has made me kind of go back and be like, is this guy deluded or is he onto something? And I think he is onto something. I think, Bambi Thug has come onto Twitter very recently and made themselves, I think it was a joke, basically, maybe, attacking some jury members on Wee Wee blogs, but using the word art. And I think that's a paramount for this song. It is art, and art is subjective, and there are people that I know that absolutely love it. But equally, the one story I've never said was when I was at Amsterdam and Bambi Thug came on, I ran in because I was outside getting a drink, and who was I with to back me up? Was it Georgie or Paco? And there was a couple, I would say in their late 50s, running out, and I obviously had a few drinks, so I was confident, and I was just like, oh, you don't like it? They're like, no, they weren't smiling. They were genuinely quite scared. So yeah, there will be some that don't like it, but I like it. Number 15. Also number 15, Armenia. I liked this song anyway. And when I listened to this with my friends, did I have this in my top 10? I can't remember now. That video is on my channel. Maybe I need to go back. But Armenia featured really highly overall with all four of us together. And that song took on a new wave of life after watching it in Madrid and seeing the whole crowd just feed off an amazing performance. Like, I'm expecting big things from Armenia. I'm not saying like the win, but I think a solid top 10. When this song comes on, I'm a huge fan of Bollywood, and this song just breathes Bollywood. And yeah, when it comes on, I jive to it. Not necessarily can sing to it, but nonetheless, the feel of the song is exactly the sort of thing that I like, and that makes me happy. Number 14. I don't know what it is about this particular country, but I always seem to be advocating songs for this country when no one else does. It's got nothing to do with the fact that I'm getting paid or I have a bias. I've never even been to this country. It's Besa from Albania. I'm a titan in the sky. I love this song. I'm not angry it's in English. I wish it was still in Albanian. I loved the revamp. I like the music video. I think she's a vocal powerhouse. And I think this song's a good song. We haven't done an episode on Eurovision Tea yet where we talk about Albania, but hopefully I'm free for that one because I'm going to advocate for this song because I listen to this song all of the time. Albania, I think you're sending a great song this year. I thought you sent a great song last year and I was a big supporter of it. So for me, you've not let me down. You've continued with sending quality songs. I'm in for Besa. Now, interesting, number 13 is my biggest faller. I, at one point, had this in 4th. I need to go back and check the video that I did with my friends. I don't know how high I put it. I think it's just because I listened to it so much. And that's Switzerland. I went to hell and back to find myself on track. I broke the code, like diamonds. Now, I'm still a huge fan of this song. Yeah, I think I've listened to it too much. It's, like I said, it slipped quite significantly, and that's not at a detriment to the song necessarily. I don't know what it is. Don't get me wrong. I listen to it a lot. But the ones in front of it, the ones that I just jive to a little bit more. The way that I'm saying this is like I'm trying to critique the Switzerland. I'm absolutely not. It's one of my favourite songs this year. It's in my 13th position. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this song. But yeah, whilst other songs have remained solid, that one's just dipped slightly for me the last couple of weeks. Number 12, which on Friday will be my number 10, i.e. 1 point, due to the fact that 2 of my songs have been eliminated already in my top 10, goes to Lithuania. Now, I could not do a video that doesn't feature Luke Telg. This song is just an earworm. It just comes on. And, you know, I genuinely don't know anyone that's divided on this song. I don't know anyone that dislikes this song. As soon as you say Sylvester Luke Telg, everyone's like, yes, yes, yes. So I think everyone I know has it in their top 10. And for good reason. It is a quality produced song that draws in both people like me that love trashy camp songs and people that listen to respectable songs. It draws everyone in. I love it when it comes on. It's a bop. Big fan of this song. Number 11, which again on Friday will be my 2 points, number 9, and that's Luxembourg.
Come, I will never let you down. I know you're a fighter. Hold in your heart the love around. You know you're a fighter. Et j'entends loin, ces petites voix qui me répètent.
So I've already done an episode on Eurovision Tea about Luxembourg and professed my love for this song, but also been honest about my reservations on how well it can do at Eurovision. But the song itself, I loved it on instant listen. I love that French flair within the song, and I actually think that the revamp has improved it a little bit. I love this song. I love a bop. I mean, the reason why I think this song stands out is there are so many bops this year. You've got Austria, you've got Georgia, you've got Cyprus. And as a result, if you're a bop that kind of has or giving something a little bit different, it just stands out for me. And for me, Luxembourg does. I really want Tali to qualify. I really want Luxembourg to qualify, both for objective reasons, but also moreover subjective reasons. I think this song's a bop. This song's a bop. I love this one. Okay, number 10 goes to Poland.
We are broken bodies, scattered through my history, lonely hours leading to my destiny. I'm the one who builds the tower. I'm the one who holds the powers.
Now, I know that there is not much love for this song out there. Well, actually, there is some, and it's quite nice because where it is are people that I admire and respect. I mean, I admire and respect lots of people. I've just got to be a bit careful not to come across super biased when it comes to Poland, particularly after last year. And obviously, I am hesitant and also slightly apprehensive that people will assume it's in my top 10 just because it's Poland. That's not the case. This chorus, like, it starts and I'm like, yeah, but then when the first chorus kicks in, I'm like, yes, this song has me hooked on that first chorus, and then I'm staying on that train. I understand the reservations about whether this song will be able to qualify, do well. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to qualify. I'm not expecting this to rock Malmo, but Poland have given me yet another quality song that I listen to on the reg. The chorus, the melody on that chorus just stays with me. It's just, I've found myself so many times when it gets to the end of the song just repeating it, going back. Number 9 is a song that has also slightly slipped as the season's gone through, but not enough to be at my top 10, and that's the UK.
Won't you make me dizzy from your kisses? Will you take my hand and spin me round and round until the moment never ends?
Look, this song is made for me. Like, as soon as, and I've said this already, as soon as the snippet came out, I heard it, I was like, that's for me. As soon as I could hear the bells, as soon as I could hear the fact that it was like a song that Steps could release, and I was like, that's my jam. Heard it, and my reaction is genuine, as all of my reactions are. I was sat there just smiling, being like, for me, love it. For the UK, but I just think this song is epic. Paco asked me the other day, proper Sophie's Choice, which one do I prefer, Mae Muller last year or Ollie this year? I loved Mae Muller, and I continue loving Mae Muller, irrespective of that performance. I do think Mae Muller, I mean, the legacy of that song is I'm still listening to it. I do think it's better in my opinion on my personal taste, but I'm loving what the UK is sending. I love the fact we're sending Ollie, and I love the fact that Ollie could have, mind you, years and years never really did anything alternative and different and underground, and no, it was still mainstream. So I was about to say like Ollie could have gone a different direction, but you know, he's gone the direction whereby he's pulling people like me in. So I'm how like thankful for that. I just think this song is super infectious. And like literally, if I'm going to give out awards, which I can't because I'm not really qualified, I don't really have any music qualifications, I just think if you listen to the karaoke versions, the instrumental versions, I think what you can't deny is the production on this song is quality. It is expensive. And you can hear the production behind Ollie's vocals. I love this song. I'm super proud. I listen to it all the time. When it comes on, I've just seen that it's just made, finally, some of the main playlists on UK radio. I'm a little bit upset. I don't think this is charted even in the top 100 yet. But Eurovision is around the corner. That's when the promo will come out, and hopefully, Mae Muller came 9th last year, right? I'm hoping Ollie gets a top 10. It deserves a top 10. It's in the same vein. It's a radio-friendly song. But yeah, I was slightly disappointed when the music video hit that it just didn't hit the ground running, particularly with radio stations. But like I said, I've seen today one main radio station in the UK has added it to their kind of, you know, spice playlist, like i.e. the top playlist that just basically keeps getting played throughout the day. So fingers crossed. Number 8, I can't have a top 10 this year without Spain, Thora, Nebulosa.
A las que ya no le va mal, a las que todo le da igual, la vida me sigue total, soy una zorra de postal, yo soy una mujer real.
I think, look, those that weren't necessarily, you know, advocating for this song, it was really difficult not to advocate it once it won Benidorm Fest. Like, yes, obviously her vocals weren't the best at Benidorm Fest, but ultimately the song itself, this is another song. Me and Paco were listening to the instrumental of this one when we were in Amsterdam in the taxi. The instrumental on this one, the production on this one is quality. Listen to the backing track alone without the vocals just to kind of prove my point. Look, I've been in Madrid this year. I've been in Barcelona this year. I've been surrounded by Spaniards singing Thora. I mean, I've been next to the loudest Spaniard of them all, Paco. But irrespective of that, irrespective about being around the buzz and the hype, because I was like that last year with Blanca Paloma, and it didn't seem to totally infiltrate me in regards to the vibes and the hype that everyone was giving it from Spain. But this year I'm there. Like, I'm going to be screaming Thora in Malmo. So I'm at the jury final on the Friday. This song just makes me so happy. And like, yes, I know it's about and ties into women's rights, but I just think it's irrespective of the two dances, I think it's a big gay anthem as well. I just like, honestly, I'm so happy that this year, I've had a year off last year, but this year I'm back with Spain. It's such a shame that I've noticed on YouTube, particularly on my channel, a lot of Spaniards have gone quite quiet this year. They were very vocal last year. They were very vocal the year before about trying to make their opinions heard about Eurovision in Spain. I don't know where they've gone. Please come back. And do you know what? Like, some of the kind of more hardcore Spanish Eurovision fans that I would class as friends, but I sometimes think they cross the line. I'm like, oh, that's a bit too strong, or you're getting a bit too passionate. I know that's the Mediterranean way. But what I'm loving this year is those people love Thora, but they're ready for it not to do well, but they don't care. So they're still loving the journey. They're still loving their entry. But luckily they don't have that competitive fire, which means that sometimes they say or do things I'm like, bit annoying. So I'm loving that. Okay, number 7 is Teodora Serbia with Ramonda. I just think the song's beautiful. And I think it's hilarious. Say hilarious. Is that the right word? Georgina, the Honest Vocal coach, has this currently as her predicted winner, and evidently she felt the same as I have felt and do feel when I listen to that song, and that's just this complete emotional or emotive connection. I just think it's beautiful. I understand for some people it's kind of mooted or it doesn't have the wow factor. I don't necessarily want to quote Portugal 2017 saying songs don't always have to be about fireworks. But I mean, like, and I love the fact that like people really do connect with Portugal this year on that sort of level. Like you listen to it and you just, the song just kind of infiltrates you in a way where you just, have, I wouldn't say a spiritual connection, but like I have that with Serbia this year. I just think it's a beautiful song. Now, one of the reasons why I'm doing this video is for number six. Number six, which I'm absolutely obsessed with, did not make the final of Ultimate Eurovision. So much so that I was going to turn around and say, nah, not doing this. But then I realised that that was childish. So number six goes to Australia. This song, like, I have two, I mean, the song is really in two parts, and it's important to say that because both parts give me different feelings, but this, the second part, the anthemic part, like, oh, just this song, I'm totally here for. I've had to get myself excited about this song because, I'm not getting any build up from Australia itself, the broadcaster, or the band. So I'm having to excite myself about this song. We did a Eurovision Tea episode the other day on it. The other day, I think it was yesterday. And I was saying Aussie Vision did an interview with them. And it's like one of the only things that have been released of the last couple of weeks to get me excited about Australia this year. Look, I don't have any concerns about Australia. I have faith. I love this song, and I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I do think that there's something to be said for the fact that it has, it has those kind of cultural instruments in the production, and there are obviously native cultural elements throughout the song. So as a result, if this song does well, that excites me in regards to Australia moving forward, about having the confidence and the will of maybe having acts and music that basically tap into that sound. And I said that in my reaction. That's the one thing Australia can offer, which no other country can. So yeah, I love this song. Cannot believe it is not in the final of Ultimate Eurovision. What the hell? Number 5, like, same deal. This song is knocked out as well. And it is the song which I'm just sitting back like, I must be listening to another song, because literally there is little to no mention of this song anywhere. And moreover, I swear, in regards to winning, it is in the last place of the betting odds. And that is Malta.
Oh my god, you got me on. Cause I'm being that things on. Let me tease you, boy. You love it when I move. Got you on loop. Keep your head on that. You got me on loop.
Loop is such a bop. And I mean, I was saying earlier the fact, we've got so many bops this year, and as a result, they slightly cancel each other out. And moreover, it really doesn't mean that one pushes ahead. And I explicitly mentioned that that's why Luxembourg has a slight edge, because it has that kind of French cultural elements within the production feel of the song. But Malta is just unashamedly a bop. And I don't get it. Like, so much so today, I saw that there is merch out there. So I've got to work out whether they can ship it from Malta to Italy, with Loop on it. I want a black hoodie. So if you're watching this and you're from Malta, maybe you could buy it. If anyone is from Malta and going to Malmo, I can transfer you the money. I think it was $59.99, which is pretty steep. But, we'll forgive that. I love this song. And actually, it's the one song I sent I pretty much sent all the bops to my friend who lives in Vietnam. And this was his favourite. He was like, and in fact, he's currently in Phuket. And the last 3 days, he's done 3 stories on Instagram, and the back music has been loop. So I think he really likes it. I don't really know what to say because I'm obsessed with it and no one is. So that is a mystery. It's just like everything about this song. It just like when it comes on, I'm like, yes, yes. I love this song. For me, this is the bop of the year. There's another upbeat song in front of it that I wouldn't say it's a bop. I would say it's a respectable bop. This is like, your pop 12-year-old girl bop, which I'm buying. Well, I'm buying a hoodie. I'm invested in Malta this year. Like, I'm prepared for it not to qualify, but that does upset me because I just don't think it deserves not to qualify. I'm obsessed with Loop. Okay, number 4 is Ukraine. I think, hands down, this is one of my favourite Ukraine songs of all time. I know Ukraine is a powerhouse at Eurovision, and I know, like, when people talk about Ukraine and Ukraine's legacy, people quote Goe and others. I just love, love, love this song. I mean, I was talking about the fact that of Serbia, the fact that when a song comes on, the vibes and the feels just infiltrate your body. I just think this song's perfect. And based on the fact that my music tastes on this channel would suggest I shouldn't like this song based on the fact that it has a rap, I'm even obsessed with the rap. Like this song, and I just remember so much hype and excitement about this song when it got selected. And the Eurovision fandom and Twitter, everyone being like, winner, winner, winner. I don't know what's happened to them because I haven't heard that for a while. And I remember being like, oh my gosh, is this the year that I like The Favourite? Like, is this the year that actually I'm in line with the fandom? Because that'll be fun. I'll be able to hold my head up high and be able to do these videos on YouTube without being scared. But they seem to have gone quiet and I'm back to being on my own, absolutely loving this song. Please come back, those people, because I think this song's amazing. And this is the song that, like, irrespective of my personal feelings, this is the song that I feel, out of all the songs this year, I have the most confidence that it's winning. I just love this song. I just love it. I love it. I find it haunting. The other day, I put it on repeat in the shower, listened to it 3 times. There we go, trying to save water. Maybe I should have listened to it twice. And then I just kept listening to it for the whole day. I just had it on repeat for a whole day. Obsessed. Number 3 goes local. Angelina Mango.
Spine, sarà il dress code per la mia festa. È la cumbia della noia. È la cumbia della noia. Total. È la cumbia della noia.
This song makes me so happy. Like, when it got selected, on my initial reaction, I think I was really tired and I reacted to it in India and I really liked it. But apparently I reacted to the wrong video. It was a video that it was like 3 a.m. and I love Italians, but obviously they are very proud and very passionate. And I got told off by lots of Italians for reacting to the wrong song. And I was like, oh, just leave me alone. So I think I had a break from that song as a result of that. And then, when did I start tapping back into it? I can't remember now. It must have been before Madrid, but obviously with my pre-party season, I've seen her live in Madrid, Barcelona, Amsterdam, and just, I'm never bored. And nor's the audience. I mean, I don't know how many audience members have gone to all of those. Like, this is the song that makes me happy. Like, there are a few songs this year, but if I'm just in a bit of a funk or if I'm in a bit of a mood, I put this one on and I'm like, yeah, I can see the light between the trees. Is that the saying? I've been told I say that wrong. The light between the trees. Behind Ukraine, this is my second confident about winning this year. I really think Italy is a serious contender this year. Again, if you look at it objectively, the fact that the televote and jury together, I can imagine the scoring highly in both. And I just love the fact that this year, like speaking to Italians who've tried to educate me, because I made the point about, I love the fact that Angelina's doing the preview circuit this year because Italian artists don't normally do it. Well, that's because normally the Italian artists are huge. But Angelina's a fairly new artist. And yeah, it's quite interesting in regards to radio plays. Don't get me wrong, I've heard this song quite a lot in Italy. I've heard Annalisa more. So I'm hoping if this wins, then I will hear Angelina everywhere, because I hear Annalisa everywhere. Not like there's a bad thing. Love that song. Love this song. Love this song. I don't know anyone who doesn't love this song. It's just, and like I said, it's a bop that Kate tailors for me, for the trash taste in music, and for someone who has a bit more of a credible highbrow taste. Even if this song came on, I would tap or head nod. Like, you cannot not. And she's an amazing performer. And we're talking about my personal taste. I don't care. I don't need to justify it. I love it. Number two, I feel like maybe I should do a speech, but number two, my number one and number two haven't changed for some time. My number two is Musti from Belgium.
Before the party's over, before the party's over, before the party's over, before the party's over.
Like, and I think, again, a bit like Australia, Song of Two Parts, that anthemic part, like, I really, really, really like it. But when it gets to the, and when the party is over, I find it extremely empowering. And again, like, in regards to moods, if I'm walking to work and I'm not in the mood to step into work, or I'm walking out of work, maybe slightly stressed, anxious, or had a bad day, when that song comes on and it gets to that part, yeah, I would say it's somewhat spiritual in regards to its connection to me. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I'm not going to be kind of hoodwinked into kind of being, I don't know, bogged down with all of the criticisms in regards to the live performances. I'm gonna love the song irrespective of how well it's performed or how well it ranks at Eurovision. I think this song is amazing, and I have faith in the song. I still have faith in the song, and I can still see a path where this could win. Because yeah, the song itself, with a certain demographic, I've played it to younger people. They didn't seem to jive with it as much, but people my age and older respect this song and listen to this song and can see a gem in this one. I love it. I loved it on first listen. I still love it. I think this song's amazing. So number one, again, if you're a follower and subscribe to my channel, this is just not going to be new, because I think I've said it about 20 times on multiple platforms. And yeah, I've got to be a bit careful, because this is the second year in a row, because last year I had this country as my first, and I was really advocating it. I put money on it, I betted on it, and it didn't do well. And some French people have been quite nice this year and have already noted that, it's France. I've let the cat out of the bag.
Je t'aime, je sais pas pourquoi.
It's France, who have noted that basically I'm not allowed to jinx France this year. So I haven't put money on it. I've made a promise to certain French people that I won't put money on it. Slimane, just this song. I love, I think I can be, and I play up to it, the fact that I only like, girl boppy, trashy pop numbers. But what was quite interesting yesterday, not in an egotistical way, but I watched my top 60. And I think another key thing that is evident in that top 60 is I also love male ballads. And this is, you know, the royal highness of male ballads this year. I mean, there's not much competition in that respect, particularly this year. But I mean, of the last 10 years, like, I'm not even going to bring vocals in. I just think the melody's infectious. This sort of male ballad is just tailored towards me 110%. And I love a ballad sung in French. On instant listen, I loved it. And then, was it the live performance in Slovenia? I was like, Shade, I think this is going to be your favourite. Boring, predictable. That's 2 years in a row. I also don't owe France anything. I don't think I even have any French fans. It is just the fact the last 2 years, it just so happens France is my favourite. I have no connection to France at all. I have been to France once, and that was for Disneyland. So, like, it's not a cultural connection in any way, shape, or form. It's just the fact. I was even thinking at Junior Eurovision this year, France was my favourite. Yeah, what's that about? I need to think long and hard about that one. But yeah, number 1 is France. So yeah, there's my top 15. Like I said, I'm going to edit that and put that on my channel, hopefully before Friday. So therefore my results, if you do watch Ultimate Eurovision, which I hope you do, so my results have some context. And yeah, this was just a bit of fun. It's just my opinion. My opinion means nothing, but there we have it. So rehearsals around the corner. Potentially my favourites will change. That can happen. That does happen. So watch this space. So if you're here and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Click the notification button so you're informed if and when I post videos. And yeah, until next time, stay safe.